Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Sam. PlayStation 4 is officially 10 years old. Well, almost. Time is a construct, true, but a decade has seemingly passed in an instant. Probably because the years have bled into one after playing God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 far too much. Want to feel really old? There are people who can legally drink who'd call the PlayStation 4 a retro games console. Sickening. But whether you have the PlayStation 4 Pro, the original PS4 model, or the PlayStation 5, you have access to the best console game library today. Not only does the PlayStation 4 have a hearty selection of triple or third-party games, but it also has a more consistently appealing selection of indie experiences that are just waiting to be rediscovered. And, for the time being at least, Sony are still releasing brand new titles for the console. Here are our picks for the 10 best PlayStation 4 games available today, including the greatest releases alongside some of the earliest gems still worth savoring. Number 10. Gran Turismo 7. Sony's flagship racing game was released earlier this year to show exactly what the PS5 could do, so while you'll miss out on some of the fancier graphical flourishes by playing on a PlayStation 4, it's still the same glorious celebration of car culture underneath. It's still at the more serious end of the racing spectrum, but Gran Turismo 7 is surprisingly welcoming to those who don't know their Nordschleife from their Nürburgring, with a comprehensive suite of assists that makes driving fun for everyone, and there's not a parking ticket in sight. Number 9. Elden Ring. While Elden Ring might not be easy to love if you're unfamiliar with From Software's uncompromising approach to gameplay, those who enter the vast open world of the Lands Between will be rewarded with one of the most richly realized environments ever committed to pixels. Created in collaboration with Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin, Elden Ring is packed with breathtaking scenery, majestic locations to explore, and the kind of enemies that'll stomp you in seconds if you're not careful. But you can always go away and come back for another go when you're more tooled up. A punishing, if sometimes overwhelming, masterpiece. Number 8. Red Dead Redemption 2. As Rockstar's next game after Grand Theft Auto 5 and the successor to the brilliant original, Red Dead Redemption 2 had a whole lot to live up to. Amazingly, the studio pulled it off. Rockstar's latest open-world Western odyssey is a true sight to behold, with stunning vistas, impressively lifelike characters, and a compelling story across a vast campaign. The attention to detail here is consistently phenomenal. And while the slow pace may not be for everyone, this is a game that you might want to live in for a long, long while. And it comes with access to Red Dead Online as well. Red Dead Redemption 2 is our pick for the best game of 2018.
I'll shoot you like a sick hound.
Money, tough guy.
Number 7. God of War. Worried that the rage-fueled hack-and-slash action of God of War would be left back in a different era? Worry not. With the simply titled God of War, Sony has found a way to update the old formula without losing what made it so appealing in the past. And it's simply brilliant. God of War sees Kratos on another epic adventure, but instead of single-handedly ravaging foes, he'll quest alongside his young son. That adds a new kind of dynamic to the action, as does the Norse-flavored world. But there's still plenty of jaw-dropping, axe-swing action in the mix. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, it's the kind of meaty, memorable exclusive worth buying a PlayStation 4 to 4. Number 6. The Last of Us Part 2. Naughty Dog's original The Last of Us was voted by Stuff Staff as the greatest PlayStation game of all time. So, yes, it's fair to say that anticipation ran immensely high for the sequel. Luckily, it's amazing. The Last of Us Part 2 is even more spectacular than the original game, delivering incredible graphics and acting performances, a deeply compelling storyline with unexpected twists and turns, and rich combat encounters. Definitely play The Last of Us Remastered first if you haven't already. But then, be sure to fire up this brilliant follow-up. Number 5. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Sony's original Spider-Man game was previously on this list, but we've swapped it out for compact semi-sequel Spider-Man Miles Morales. The games are similar at heart, using the same open city map and mostly maintained swinging and combat mechanics. But Miles is a much more compelling and emotionally gripping lead, and his quest to come into his own as Spider-Man amidst difficulties with family and friends resonates even more than Peter Parker's own strong campaign.
Take your best shot!
Number 4. The Witcher: The Three Wild Hunt. Looking for a fantasy epic to lose yourself in for 100 or more hours? Look no further than The Witcher: The Three Wild Hunt, simply one of the finest role-playing games there's ever been. It's vast and stunning, but the beauty is more than skin deep. The characters are richly drawn, there's plenty of interesting stuff to do in the world, and the combat is pretty sharp to boot. Even if you didn't play earlier entries, probably a lot of you, this is a fine place to start, especially as it's now available in a Game of the Year edition, with the 2 brilliant expansions built in. Number 3. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Nathan Drake and his explosive exploits have become synonymous with PlayStation gaming over the last several years, and the long-awaited Uncharted 4: A Thief's End sends the adventurer out on a staggeringly high note. As ever, the latest Uncharted dazzles with incredibly tense set pieces and stunning locations, but Drake's proper PS4 debut takes everything up a notch and adds in palpable emotion as the hero's quest finally draws to a close. If you somehow haven't played any of this amazing series, the Nathan Drake collection can get you caught up right on your PS4. And when you finish Uncharted 4, be sure to hit the newer spin-off Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, as well. Number 2. Horizon Zero Dawn. Guerrilla may have been known for the Killzone shooters before, but now they'll be forever regarded as the brilliant team behind Horizon Zero Dawn. This vast open-world adventure and PS4 exclusive feels a bit like a mashup of influences, ranging from Far Cry to Tomb Raider and The Witcher 3, yet the end result is absolutely marvelous. You take control of Aloy, a tribal hunter in a future ruled by metal beasts, and you'll use her enviable skills to explore the stunning wasteland and battle those mechanical monsters. It's action-packed, nicely diverse in terms of objectives, and even has a captivating tale along the way. Number 1. Grand Theft Auto V. But I've already played GTA 5, you say. To which we reply, there's so much new content in this exhaustive update that it's practically a new game. Never mind the graphical overhaul, which leaves the mean streets of Los Santos looking better than they ever have, or the new weapons and missions and vehicles. The real change for the PS4 is the all-new first-person mode, which gives you a whole new perspective on Grand Theft Auto, turning it into an FPS to rival the likes of Far Cry.
Y'all stupid! Move! Hey, now's the time! Let's get this skate ride and go!